guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the start of my first Halloween item, and I am going to make some dark chocolate Halloween cookies. This is another one off of Pinterest. I'm excited for this one. I know this is going to turn out really good and really tasty, and it's going to be a little odd because we're still a little early for Halloween, but hey, I want to put this out there for y'all, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so the first thing for this is butter. So it calls for 2 sticks at room temperature. These have been out for a little bit now. They're almost to room temperature. They're pretty. I'll probably put them in the microwave for about 30 seconds anyway, just because it's a lot easier to work with stuff when it's soft. I'm sorry. I'm out of it today. I had a day off today, so it's kind of weird not being at work on a Friday. But I'll take it, definitely. I appreciate any days off that I get. So from there, we are going to add brown sugar to our mixing bowl. So I just need 3/4 cup of brown sugar. So here's that. This is a 1/4 cup, by the way, so there's that. Next is, I'm just going to move this over here so I don't think I still need it. Then I need a cup of sugar. Alright, so there's my cup. Oh, you know what I don't have? Cool. Alright, so we're just adding the butter. So it says to cream the butters and the sugars together. Let me get a spatula already. There we go. That's good to go. I'm always melting the butter. I never just let it go. Alright, from there, okay, so we're going to mix these together and then we're going to go ahead and start putting in the eggs. No, teaspoon. Alright, so that looks delicious. Now we're going to go ahead and add my eggs from my chickens. This recipe calls for 2 large eggs. My little chickens give me fairly small eggs, so I'm going to go ahead and put in 3 of these guys, just because they're pretty small. Okay, cool. Those guys are good. So usually when I'm making stuff, I usually just let this go the whole time and things go really fast. But I'm not sure that you guys can hear very well if I do that, so I'm going to pause it in between. Then it calls for 2 tablespoons of vanilla. 2 teaspoons, I apologize. Teaspoons of vanilla. I never worry if I get a little extra vanilla because a little extra flavor never hurt nobody. Never did. Alright, so then I got that. Alright, so this is all going to go together. I'm going to get a separate bowl because I always put all my powders together in a different bowl and then add it slowly. That's how almost any baker, I think, cooks. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another bowl and start that while this blends. Alright, so this calls for 2 cups of flour, and I am almost out of flour. Thank gosh I grabbed another bag when I went to Publix. All this baking. Oh. Oh. I'm just trying to fill this up, and I didn't want to make a mess because I feel like dumping it this way. Yeah, dumping it that way always makes a mess. Alright, well that's good. We made a mess, we can clean it up. I actually bought some Lysol sprays today because I went to Publix, and I was so excited because Lysol wipes were supposedly on sale. In my brain, they were on sale. So I went down the cleaning section aisle because I love Lysol wipes. And I pull up and they're not BOGO, and I'm like, what is this? So I pull up my Publix app and I start looking and I realize it's Lysol sprays. It's not the wipes. But in my brain, that's not good enough. I'm just going to go ahead and get the sprays because I want to try those out too. So I made a mess. I can clean up with my new Lysol sprays. Alright, so 3/4 cup of cocoa powder. It calls for the dark chocolate, and luckily enough I have it from another recipe. So this needs 3/4. So this measuring cup is a half. So we are going to do half of the half after this. I'm probably not the most accurate baker by any means, but everybody loves everything I make. And that may be cocky, but I think it's true. So then I need a teaspoon of baking soda and baking powder. This guy is annoying. Okay, so since I have to get in there with this one, this is how my brain works all day long. Talk to myself all day long. Need expert advice, don't I? Okay, so this was a half a teaspoon, by the way, so that's why I did it twice. I really wasn't trying to put the wrong amount in there. Oh, well. I'm going to save that a little bit because I'm fairly certain that there is more than what's necessary in there. Okay, so we got the baking powder, we got the baking soda. Then I need a half a teaspoon of salt. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and start my oven because I think we're at a point where we might be ready for that. And usually they're always 350, so yep, 350. I like whoever wrote these instructions because they literally do everything the same way I do. I like to use my stand mixer for this recipe as the dough gets very thick. I love using my stand mixer. Then you're creaming all the butters together. So maybe it's a professional, and maybe I'm just a professional and I don't realize that I'm actually a professional at this. Alright, so then it says you can add a teaspoon of instant espresso powder. Homegirl does not need any more espresso than I already have with my bangs, so I'm going to avoid that. So I'm just going to mix this together a little bit, just so it's consistent once I dump it in. It smells so good, just like chocolate. Alright, so that's pretty good. It all looks like it came from the same place now, so I'm happy with that. Alright, so now we're going to slowly add this in. Then from there we're going to add in some dark chocolate. And then we're going to add in some, we were supposed to have orange M&ms, but it's not quite Halloween yet because I am making these a little early so that I'm not crazy when school starts. So I got Reese's Pieces instead because I figured that's close enough to orange. It'll have orange and black, well, brown and yellow. So that's going to go in there instead. So this recipe will be a little different than what they call for. So that's blended. That's really good. So then we're going to add in our cup of dark chocolate chip. So sweet. That's good. So we're going to add those in. Does it say to add them separately? It says to mix it, so we're going to mix it. This reminds me of a of a Subway cookie, like the double chocolate one. Alright, so then it says to add these in very carefully as to not break them. So I think I'm going to stir these in so that I don't break them. So let's get, that's my way of cleaning that off. Alright, I'm going to get a plate to put that on. No. Y'all can't have chocolate, you'll die. Alright, so now that I just dropped all those M&ms all over the floor, I still have a good portion of the bag, so I think we're good. Hardly any of them got on the ground. And then I had to obviously stop to save them from my dogs from eating chocolate. So, how much do I need? I need 1 1/4 cups of these guys. So let me go ahead and do what I was doing and get rid of this. Let's try the dough. That's some pretty good dough. There's a cup. That's probably about 1/4. Cool. And then I'm just going to stir this in so that I don't break these guys. Please tell me you didn't find an M&M. Alright, this looks amazing. Like, I think I might have successfully done exactly what the video called for. Alright, cool. So, ta-da! That's done. So I'm going to get rid of the stand mixer. I'll move everything. Alright. I'm going to do one thing. Alright, so my kitchen may be a mess, but I'm going to go ahead and scoop these things out. Usually I have time in between, but I'm just going to roll with it. Let's see. She says just to scoop it on, which I told you I love this person because this is literally how I make cookies. I always use an ice cream scoop and scoop it out and never sit there and roll them. And nobody got time for that. I just don't. Stick the first tray in. I'm going to say 8 minutes. I'm going to go 9. I think 9 is good. I think that'll be good. She also says to use parchment paper too, which is another thing I always use. So we're good. That's delicious. Probably one of the best cookie batters I've made, actually. I'm stoked for these guys. They're going to be so good. So, while these bake, I'll come back when the first set comes out. I need to wash my hands and I need to clean this up. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. I think this recipe is a phenomenal recipe, which I kind of thought it was when I pulled it because it looks just like my normal cooking, except for I usually don't do dark chocolate stuff very much. I love dark chocolate, I just don't bake with it very much. So, yeah, I think this will be really, really good. And I hopefully they stay good over the weekend so I can take them to work. So other people can eat them and get fat and not me. Anyways, we're back. Alright, so they're out. They look amazing. I'm excited for them. I wonder if I'm gonna go ahead and try one of these guys. This one came out about 10 minutes ago, so he's pretty warm and delicious looking. I bet you these would be really good with some ice cream. So, give me 1 second. Alright, cool. So, back to it. I bet these are going to be delicious. That's really good, especially with the peanut butter in it. Because it didn't call for peanut butter Reese's cups, or whatever. Reese's Pieces. But since it's not quite Halloween, this is delicious. Sweet. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in and continuing to tune in. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and I hope you guys give me a good thumbs up if you liked it. Also, throw any comments that you guys have for me. Anything that you see that I could do better, or anything that you want me to try, I'm always down for it. So I really appreciate anything like that. And also subscribe, because you guys need to know when we get videos. Videos should always go live on Fridays at 4 p.m. I do have a few of them lined up, so you guys should be entertained for at least the next month and a half or so. And hopefully it doesn't die down. Hopefully I can keep it up. But yeah, this was another success. This one was, let me see, this was a Pinterest one. But the original website is off of Simply Happy Foodie. And again, this is dark chocolate Halloween cookies, with my change of putting Reese's Pieces in it instead. But I bet regular M&ms like they called for would be just as delicious. And around Halloween time you could do it, no problem. I bet you these would be really good. They remind me of, I don't know if you guys have ever had the Zaxby's double chocolate cookies like this. Delicious. But they're seasonal, and usually it's for the breast cancer awareness. But yeah, so thanks again for tuning in. Hit like, hit subscribe, and always tune back in. Love y'all. Bye.